What's up, fellow K-pop fans? In this video, we're going to be reviewing iKON's Love Scenario. I already filmed the reaction, but that might be coming out later in the review. I don't know. But I did learn the piano and the different synth parts going on in this song, so I'm going to show you guys that. So when you hear this right here, let's play the... That's me actually playing, guys. So there's that. But I want to show you guys the different parts that's going on in here because I think it's a cool song, man. And just show you a little, so I've got my DAW up right here. You can see that's my voice recording. See where it says Joey? And then underneath that it says Maglicious, that's for Maggie. And then screen capture, because that's how I get the music, right? And then Spiky Grand is what you just heard with this here. So, I really like this song, you guys. It's crazy how different this is from Bling Bling. It's totally different, right? It really is, man. And I love this sound from them. Right off the bat, I just got to say, I love how the quirkiness of this song. It's got a lot of quirkiness to it, but then that hip hop, like hard hip hop kind of thing comes in with that bass. And I'll point that out as we go along. But so let's get into the song here.
사랑을 했다 우리가 만나 지우지 못할 추억이 됐다.
So like I love his voice right there, and see how I'm talking about that piano. It sounds like it's an old-timey cartoon. So let me show you the piano real quick. We'll get right into it. So I had to fiddle around here to try to figure out the exact right chords. It's not like complicated chords or anything like that, but it was kind of hard to hear the high end. So I've got something that's similar-ish to it, not exactly the same, but I'll show you what's being played. It's just, yeah. I really like that jump part right there, that it's kind of cool how it restarts the riff over again. Not only that, but you're staying on those, even though the bass notes are changing, the bass notes on the piano are changing, the chords are staying the same twice, are being played twice. So where it's going C, and then D, and then B, oh, and a little bit of C on accident, and then up to the E, that's changing each time, correct? But that's not changing up here. What we've got going on for the chord here, it's an E minor. So what we're playing in the beginning here is a C with an E minor. And then when you go to that D, the E minor changes down to a D major or something. And you go to the, but then it stays to that chord when the lower goes down to the B. But then it goes back. So I love it. It's pretty simple, but I like the sound that they have here. It just sounds old-timey to me, or something like an old-timey Looney Tunes cartoon. So let's keep going. So this is the DAW that I use, ladies and gentlemen, which I've been thinking about switching DAWs because I've noticed that I like the sounds in like Fruity Loops. I might like them a little bit more. I'm not sure. I have no idea, actually. I got to try it out. We'll see. And there's a cowbell right here. And listen to that harmony right there, man. You got that lower octave that comes in. Love that, man. Love that lower harmony in there. It's just an octave, but it sounds beautiful. I love it. Also, something I don't think I mentioned enough in the reaction, or maybe not even at all, the choreography is really killer, actually. There's some really cool, like, little things that they do. Like the So you got the drums coming in here. I don't want to talk about the drums too much because they're not like super standout-ish to me. What super stands out to me is the bass that's coming up. But I love how they switch to this rap. Like you've got that really nice shiny vocal going on there, but then you get to like this kind of hard rap, but it still keeps that quirkiness going on as well. I love it. There's also a guitar part here, but I'm not breaking out my guitar, but there is a guitar part. You can kind of hear it more in the right ear. But listen to those, the way that he's going with his vocal here. Da, 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 da. I love it. It's pretty. Pretty stuff. I gotta say, though, they made me dizzy in this music video. See how he goes to his falsetto and then comes back into full voice? I love it. So you got the claps going on there, right? I love when that bass kicks in. So let me tell you something cool about the bass, besides the fact that it just sounds killer as hell, and I really love it. And it just kind of changes the mood. It does a lot for the song. It's not a complicated bass line or anything like that, or it sounds really cool, and it just does a lot for the song. Now, something that the bass is doing differently from the bass end of the piano, I wanted to show you guys that as well. So what we're going to do here is I'll show you the piano again real quick. Focus on these notes here, or you know what, I'll just play this. So that's the low end on the keyboard, right, on the piano. But the bass hesitates, and I love it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So you got, you know, it's, you know, pretty standard. So let me click record on the bass here and show you guys what I'm talking about with the bass. So it's oh fuck, hold on, it's hard to try to do that. Hold on. So it's see how it hesitates to go to the notes? Yeah, I love that, man. It's just so cool. I probably looked really funny doing that. But so the C and B do not hesitate, but the D and the E do. And I'll show you what I'm talking about with the music. Love that. I just love it, man. I love the hesitation of the notes. It adds, it kind of brings it back a little bit when it comes to like the tempo or the groove of the song. It kind of just, it drags it back, not in a bad way, but it just gives it more feeling and more groove, which before with the piano, it's more like happy-go-lucky and da-da-da-da-da. And then when you add that bass in there, it just really creates a different feeling. I'm sorry, but I love that bass part. And then let me show you this part too, and then we'll get to the rest of the review of the entire song. But there's another cool part in here as well. It's right here. So the vocals are fantastic for sure, and I love them. You guys hear that high-end keyboard though that's in there? That lead keyboard, that lead synth? I love that too. It has a little bit of like an early 90s rap vibe to it, but it's a little calmer. Like, you guys will hear me say Dr. Dre keyboard, because Dr. Dre really took this synthesizer and made it his signature, the signature sound. So I call it Dr. Dre key, Dr. Dre keys. And sometimes you'll even see it labeled as that in different DAWs. It'll be called Dr. Dre. It's similar to that style, but it's calmed down a little bit. It sounds similar to that, but if it was made in the 80s. I know that sounds so funny to think of, but that's really what it reminds me of. So what's being played there? Let me switch to this synth. It doesn't sound exactly the same. If I, to try to find the exact same sounds, it would take a while. So all that's going on in there is, and I just love that, man. It's somewhat copying the melody that's being sang, but it's adding a little flair to it, you know? Again, I'll play along with the song here. I love it, man. I just love it because it adds a little bit of funky disco-y-ishness to it. Just love that, man. And they might even, I don't have the right thing on there, but fucking love it. I'm sorry, I'm having too much fun now. I love synthesizers like that, man. I just really love them. Anyways, let's go through the song more and talk about the vocals a little bit more. Again, I love the separation, the taking time with the rap at one point, then you got the singing vocal, then you got the rap again. I just like how it trades off like that. This part makes me want to throw up because it goes around in a circle. And I love that. Ooh, I really liked that too. You guys hear how his voice kind of cracked at the end there? Yeah. That's more breathiness that I just did. Yeah. I don't know how he's doing some little cracking thing. Oh, cool. We got a new Patreon. Welcome to Patreon, Amanda. Check that out. You got a shout out. Oh. You know, he's kind of get that top end crackiness of it, that strain, and I love it. So look at the choreography. It's so cool right here, actually. And I love it with the gang vocal because it makes it so happy sounding, you know? Get the hi-hat. This has a nice pace to this song. Oh yeah, I want to talk about this too, man. Here, there's an effect going on here, which I can't show you because then I'd have to stop the recording and show you, but basically what's going on, there is a effect going on here that makes it sound like it's being played on a vinyl on a turntable, which is awesome, man. And I like they kind of blend in his voice, his vocal with that by creating this old school radio sound. Now right here, coming after this, right here. Salan, hey. First of all, I love that, and I love the attitude in his voice. He's got like this attitude, and I like it, man. I really appreciate it a lot. Let's look at the lyrics really quick because I've been forgetting to do that lately, and it's a bummer because lyrics are a big part of a song, you know, and I keep forgetting to do it, which I'm sorry for that. We were in love, we met and became a memory that can't be erased. It was a commendable melodrama, a pretty good ending, that's all I need. I loved you. It's a love lost kind of thing. The love scenario that we made, now the lights are off. When you flip the last page, the curtains will quietly fall. Pretty lyrics. I'm not really okay going through this breakup. Today was our yesterday, and now there's no tomorrow. It hurts, but if we dragged it out more, it would have become a scar. So it's like a relationship that needed to end, and it was just hurting before it ended kind of a thing. I loved you, and I was loved, so that's good enough for me. Oh, that's sweet, man. That's kind of sad. Like, that's kind of a sad song. But I like it. I really like it a lot. I got to end this thing because it's pretty long. That's what she said. Anyways, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. In fact, you know what? This was a little taste, a tiny taste of what my show, A Closer Look, is, which is a exclusive for our Patreon page where I go through the songs and I show you the keyboard or whatever, the vocal melodies. The last one that I just did was Dreamcatcher's Fly High. I showed the different guitar parts. I showed different things going on with the vocals. I showed things going on with the effects on the vocals, stuff like that. And the next one that I'm working on for A Closer Look is actually a BTS song. It's Jimin's Lie. Dude, there's a lot of cool things going on in that song, a lot of interesting things. It's going to take me a little longer. They take me a while to do because they take a lot of homework for one thing, and then a lot of recording, and then a lot of editing. But once the final product comes out, I've been pretty happy with them, actually, to be honest with you. They're a lot of fun to make, a lot of hard work to make, and it seems like the Patreons that are subscribed for that, they seem to really like it and really enjoy it. So if that's something that would interest you guys, go check out the Patreon. There's a link down in the description down below. I love you all, and if you don't want to check that out, that's cool too. Just let me know how you felt about this, man. Did you like hearing all the different keyboard parts? Did you notice that bass line, how awesome that is? Anyways, you guys, I love you all. Dreamers, keep on dreaming. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, annyeong.